I'm John Luhmann. I'm the owner of Luhmann Drone Applications, and I'm located in Rushford, Minnesota. Yeah, I guess I'll be a fifth generation farmer. My family's been farming in southeast Minnesota since then, and we've mainly been doing like corn and beans, crop farming, and then we've had cattle too. And then my dad has really expanded the swine side of things since he's kind of taken over. And the last couple of years I started sheep flock as well. I always knew I wanted to farm, and then once I got into college and I kind of got away from the farm a little bit, I really realized how much I loved farming and I really wanted to come back. When I was looking at coming back, I was looking for some other stuff I can do, and that's kind of how I stumbled across the drones. Most of our fields around the area are smaller. They're like 30 to 40 acres. There's some that are smaller strips. I mean, we got our bigger fields, but I would say it's a little bit more challenging to get a helicopter down here or plane down here. And so there was definitely a need for the drones. And then also with our terrain, because we live in the bluffs, there's a lot of really weird shaped fields and a lot of elevation changes. So that's where the drones really thrive. In general, this area, the main drone application I would say would be fungicide on corn, and people spraying pastures for thistles would be the main thing. And in the last few years, broadcasting a cover crop into corn early fall has really taken off. So today we're going to be spraying Grazon on our pasture for thistles mainly. I started with two T30s, and then I bought those the fall of 22, and then so I started spraying with them summer 23. I mean, I think that year I did about 5,000 acres start to finish, so I learned a ton. Yeah, it was definitely a really good learning experience. And so I've got 2 full seasons under my belt, and then this spring here I decided to sell a T30 and purchase a J100. So this year I'm running the J100 and T30 combo. The J100 compared to the T30 is a beast. It can hold significantly more payload and then spray a lot faster. I mean, it's easily double as efficient as the T30. The terrain following is definitely significantly better. It maps the field as it goes, and when I am spraying a hilly field, you don't see the drone lower in altitude. It kind of stays right where I want it to stay. And then when flying around trees, I really noticed when I was in some pastures at home here, it does really good maneuvering around the trees, and I don't have to manually fly them away. So. 4 years ago, I knew a friend who knew a friend, basically. I went out there to cut hay for 2 weeks in a ranch out in southwestern Montana, and that went really well. That was a lot of fun, great experience. And then that fall, I wanted to start to get into the drones, and so I'm, through social media, stayed connected with those guys out in Montana, and they reached out to me and said they wanted to spray a biological on their hay ground. And they flood irrigate their hay ground out there, so you can't really drive a ground rig out there. They didn't really have any other helicopters or planes in the area that would do it, and so they reached out to me. And so this spring was the 3rd year I went out there spraying their hay ground. The previous years, running 2 T30s all day, I could get around 250 acres in a day at 2 gallons an acre. And this year we were doing 360 with the J100 and a T30, putting on about 2.5 gallons an acre. So substantially more efficient. And yeah, it was really nice because out there their fields are a lot bigger. And so being able to have that extra payload capacity really helped with getting the drone to come back to you before it ran out. I'm mainly in southeastern Minnesota here. I have traveled as far as Glencoe in Minnesota, and then I've obviously gone out to Montana. So I'm definitely not afraid to travel for a job. But my main application would be fungicide on corn, and then spraying for thistles and weeds in pasture is a growing thing. And last year, I didn't really do it till last year, but last year the business of putting rye as a cover crop into corn late August, early September has definitely increased. I personally have been working with Agri, and I've had great experience with customer service, and you guys have been able to really help me through any problems I've had. And then the legal side of things was huge. I definitely would not be able to do that by myself, or at least very efficiently. Yeah, I'd say mainly do your research, know what you're getting into, and yeah, once you get going, work hard.